Today, Andrew shows off his broken Bentley.
Oh yeah, it needs a bit of work.
A bit.
Luciano discovers something strange.
That's a bit strange.
And Yan giggles in a fast car.
Right, so I'm here with Andrew Pantelli. You know he's got loads of cars. Done the tour with me as well. Talk to me. What do we have here?
This is Ariel Atom. This is not mine. I'm doing some work to this car. So the person who bought it has had it in storage for the last 3 years in a barn. So they went to start it after 3 years. It wouldn't start. So sent it down to me, checked it all over and found the fuel pump had seized. This car, bearing in mind, it's only got 200 miles.
No way.
200 miles. They bought it brand new and it's just been sitting, but it's been in the barn. This is the track car to have. You can't beat it.
I get it. It probably weighs nothing.
It weighs nothing. We could probably lift it up if we wanted to. I've just briefly gone around the block, just testing it, checking everything else, but it's absolutely ballistic. It's turbocharged as well.
Right.
So it's like a Honda Civic Type R engine, I think, with a turbo on it. I looked up online, it's about 700 brake horsepower per tonne.
And this wasn't the only project car Andrew was working on. The back unit at Yiannimize had a couple more interesting cars to show.
Porsche 944. Great car, first of all. But before we actually talk about the car...
Yeah, well, I've had it parked up for about a year.
Bentley Turbo R. You can see it's been sitting there a while because the suspension's just dropped.
Drives like a boat, but it's so comfortable. Oh look, I've left that unlocked for last year. It's a bit mouldy, the steering wheel's got a bit mouldy in there though.
Just the steering wheel?
Oh yeah, it needs a bit of work.
A bit. We could be like the guys that do the old cars up. You know, like Matt Armstrong does all the new cars. So where he could be like, well, this is Marcus Rashford's Rolls Royce that was in the accident, the Mansouri. We could say this was Alan Sugar. Know who Alan Sugar is?
Alan Sugar, of course I know who he is, but he's
Okay.
got the new one.
No, but I'm just saying, like, it'd be like an old person's car.
Okay,
We
fair
could do
enough.
this one up. Or should we do the Porsche up?
We'll sell the one that they don't want to do up and I'll use the money to do the other one up.
I do like the Porsche. I think the Porsche better.
Porsche better. I'm going for the Bentley to be honest.
You can let us know which one would you like us to see do up, the Porsche 944 or the Bentley Turbo R? Let us know.
Pick the Bentley.
But enough of that, it was time to start work on the Ariel Atom.
Hi,
Luke. Guys.
Right, what are we doing?
Well, it wasn't on start, so we changed the fuel sender unit to get it started, but it's got some rubbish fuel in there. Where it's been sitting for years, it's got condensated, there's a lot of water in there now. So we've got to drain the fuel, change the spark plugs, do a service, do a full check over, and then she should be all right. So literally I took off the pipe that goes from the tank, which is down there, to the fuel rail, that feeds it into the engine. So now we're just going to keep turning the ignition on and off. Turn the fuel pump on, so obviously you put it in the container, and it's like our cheap way of doing it, instead of taking the sender unit out again.
Where we drain the fuel, that's petrol and that is water. So you can see how much water was in that fuel. That's why we've got the running issues we did.
And why does ethanol and water separate? Well, Andrew has a very in-depth scientific explanation for this.
So with ethanol, now they've mixed the fuel with ethanol. What happens is the water separates from the ethanol and whatever it does basically.
So, update on the situation. Just double checking the sender unit because I think might be slightly incorrectly positioned because obviously it's showing a different level of fuel on the gauge there, 49% fuel level. But obviously when we drain the tank, I think there's about less than 10 litres in there. So I just need to double check that it's correctly positioned. If it is correctly positioned, then it does mean that the sender unit, obviously that we've got, is faulty. I'm hoping that it isn't, because obviously it's a lot of work to do again.
You're playing with this tank thing here?
Yeah, so this is the sender unit. The old one wasn't working at all, so the minute you tried to prime it, it wasn't turning on.
Is this like the weirdest thing you worked on so far?
Probably. I mean, I wouldn't say weirdest, but definitely different. It's hard to use the indicators, I'll tell you that. It's got like a little button there.
Little nipple?
Yeah, little nipple. You flick left and right.
Oh, this one?
Yeah, you see that dial there in the middle? You can actually swap and put more on the front brakes, more on the rear brakes. You can actually adapt the brakes to how you want them. That's a bit strange. No way he's only got 1% of fuel in there. Compared to the original. So what we need to do is tighten it, put some fuel in there, and then we see from there the positioning. It's dropped to 1%. I mean...
Have you spun it too much?
I don't think so. The sender unit wasn't correctly reading. It went from like 1% to 16%, even though we put at least over half a tank in there. Come back, stripped it all down again. I turned the sender unit slightly to adjust it, because obviously it's got a float on it. The float obviously reads how high the fuel level is, and then it tells you on the gauge, obviously, where it's meant to be. So I adjusted the fuel sender unit slightly in a better positioning, and straight away the fuel sender unit went up. The percentage went up straight away. So it's fixed now. The car can go back to customer. We're happy with it. Andrew tested it. The car's all good. It's been cleaned, washed, ready to go.
And so the car was working, and that meant one thing. It was time to take it for a spin.
Come in, lower it down. Can you fit?
Like a glove?
Like a glove.
Is that it?
Yep.
Yeah, it's all right, I'm good, bruv.
Is it tight?
Tight, bruv.
Ejecto seal, cuz don't leave your phone there, because that phone will be M25. You know your phone.
I do know my phone. This
Don't
thing.
put it. You know how
Between my chicken, yeah, because it'll fly.
No, it goes. There's a hole in the seat.
Ah, okay, don't do that then.
What you need to do is my belly. I use my belly as the phone holder.
I haven't got that belly to be able
Yeah,
to.
but the overlap. See, it's good having a belly. See, the overlap holds my phone perfectly. I don't need to worry about it.
Oh my god!
Moves, innit?
Oh my god! Mate!
What's the sound of that turbo?
Wait, is that the dump valve in there?
So that's the air intake. So the turbo's directly behind us.
It's got a
So
massive
that's
dump
the
valve
air,
on it, I assume.
massive dump valve. But what you can hear is the air sucking in. You hear the air sucking in. The turbo's spinning and it boosts.
Wow!
Nothing else is like this, is it? There's no radio, so I'm gonna have to sing.
Oh, there's no radio.
No, nothing.
How is this even supposed to be on the road, bro? It's supposed to be for the track.
This is a track car, but it's been SVA'd, so they've registered it for the road. What a sound, isn't it? Even if it had a radio, in all fairness, you wouldn't be able to hear it.
Can't hear nothing. Mate,
We
that
haven't even
was
got doors,
crazy.
no radios. Look, I can put my hand out, which is quite nice.
Touch the floor. Ah! Better than a Ferrari?
Do you know what? Miles for miles, I don't think you can beat this car.
The acceleration is insane. The way the turbo winds up, oh my god. It's actually quite comfortable, isn't it?
He's actually
The
comfortable.
seats
isn't
are
it?
comfortable.
Seats are comfortable.
Pedals are very close together,
Very,
aren't they?
very close. You can also get these with a sequential box. Bang, 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 bang. Like, and the flappy paddle.
You're screwed if it starts raining, though, aren't you?
Yeah, we get a lovely tan.
Lovely, beautiful.
Just take our t-shirts off. Have two strap lines like this, like a bikini.
Scream if you want to go faster. I can't even see. How do you even see? It's safe with no glasses. How do you even see? Oh my god, man. Wow.
Wow. So how nice is it just to stand still for a second?
That was some good driving there,
Yeah, but
mate.
how does it handle? Incredible, isn't it? But you just want to track it, that's the problem. Because it handles so well, you just want to fly everywhere.
I feel like I got bits in my teeth,
Yeah,
in my
you
mouth.
probably mouth, eyes, hair. You need a shower after this. Picked up everything
Yeah,
off the
cool.
road.
It's like pick up all the road stuff.
People don't think of that.
And I'm wearing sunglasses as well. How are your eyes?
Yeah, normally I wear sunglasses, but this was an unexpected trip, wasn't it? I've got the traction control off, so I took it a bit easy.
Yeah, let's
Traction control's got 7 seconds.
let's
Something else, isn't it?
Mate, that's something else. And I'm not used to sitting passenger. Listen, I trust him. He's a very good driver, so I'm happy to sit passenger, but I don't like sitting passenger. I wouldn't be happy someone else driving like this.
Drive to our ability.
Yeah, drive to your ability.
Try not to turn up like yobbos.
Yeah, trying to turn up at your woes.